Welcome back, students. So let's continue the next stanza of this poem, The Tale of Custard the Dragon, composed by Ogden Nash, born in 1902 and died in 71. In the last video module, we have discussed a few things about the poet Ogden Nash, his work. Later on, we have learnt about the form ballad. Ballad means a song or poem that tells a story. Next, we have seen the characters. The characters including Belinda, a little girl, along with her pets. In that, a kitten, mouse, a dog, and dragon. And at the end of this poem, one more character comes, that is a parrot, P-I-R-A-T. So now let us look at the stanza number second. In stanza number first, we have discussed that Belinda, a little girl, that she lived in the White House with her pets, little pets. And the list we know that a kitten, grey mouse, then a yellow dog, all these things. So now in the second stanza it is given here. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink. The names are given here. Little black kitten, that is known as Ink. See now, you must remember the names. Little black kitten known as or named as Ink, and the little grey mouse, she called him Blink. Right? Little black kitten known as Ink, and she called him, whom? A little grey mouse, as Blink. Clear? B-L-I-N-K names are given to her pets. So next, and the little yellow dog was as sharp as mustard. And then she gave the next name, that because a little yellow dog who was as sharp and yellow as mustard. So that is why the name is given mustard. It means M-U-S-T-A-R-D, mustard. The first one is a little black kitten named Ink. Then a little grey mouse, Blink, and a little yellow dog, because he was as sharp and yellow as a mustard. So that is why called a mustard, she called him. And now the next one. But the dragon was a coward, and we know, we have learned this quality, a dragon, that he was a coward. Coward means who fears a lot. And she called him Custard. So that is why she called him Custard. To whom? This little dragon. Custard. C-U-S-T-A-R-D. So these are the names that she gave to her pets. Little dragon, because he was not brave and feared a lot. So that is why called as a coward, like a custard. So that is why custard is given. So now, did you get the names which she gave to her pets? First one is a little black kitten, she called Ink. Then a little grey mouse, she called Blink. Then a little yellow dog who was as sharp and yellow as mustard. So that is why mustard. And now next one is a little dragon. He was not brave and feared a lot. So that is why called as Custard. So Ink, Blink, mustard, and custard. Am I clear? So now coming to the next stanza. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth. And now in this stanza number 3, the description is given here. What is the description? Description of Custard's physical appearance. You can note down with a pencil that in stanza number 3, description is given, and that is about Custard's physical appearance. You can understand physical appearance. How was a dragon looks like. Custard means dragons, physical appearance, how he looked like. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth, and the first thing you might have seen a real dragon, or you might have watched in the television or the pictures, all these things. So you know, at least you can imagine a dragon means how terrible or the frightening the animal would be. So now, and the description, whatever the description is given, that is really odd because it doesn't match with his character. Because already we have seen Custard or this dragon is described as a coward who is not a brave creature. But his physical appearance is given so frightening, very much frightening there, because he had a big sharp teeth just like the real dragon. He had all the features of a dragon. He had all the features of a dragon, real dragon, which makes a dragon powerful, scary and brave. He had all the features, but still that he was a coward who always looking for the shelter, that who always looking for the safety in a cage. So then next one, and big sharp teeth. Custard the dragon had the big sharp teeth and spikes. Spikes means here sharp pointed structures on body. It means some line structure of his body, sharp pointed structure of his body. S-P-I-K-E-S, spikes. The name of this word, it means meaning of this word, spike, sharp pointed structure on his body. And spikes on top of him, just like the pointed structures on top of his body. And the scales underneath. Scales underneath means designs found on snake's body, just like the designs, different designs of the various that we used to find on the body of a snake or dragon. In the same way, the structure is given here, scales underneath. Am I clear? And spikes on top of him, such was the fearful animal. The dragon looked like, but still that he was a coward. Mouth like a fireplace. And he has the ability to spit the fire like a real dragon. This little dragon had the ability to spit the fire from his mouth, or which becomes his mouth look like a fireplace. Whenever that he used to spit the fire, his mouth looked like a real fireplace. Such was the fearful animal he had. This dragon. Mouth like a fireplace. Whenever that he used to spit the fire, that time his mouth looked like a fireplace. A chimney for a nose. Chimney, it means we know that the vertical, it means to especially for the smoke, etc. at the especially different industrial places or the companies, you must have seen there, right? It is in vertical position. So chimney for a nose, and next one is given his nose, that it becomes the chimney, vertical position, and which it comes smoke, or the smoke comes out from the fire, just like his mouth looked like a fireplace, and that smoke comes through his nose. Nose is compared with the chimney. Am I clear? So then, fireplace, chimney for a nose, which was the narrow. It means through his nose, smoke comes. His mouth already looked like a fireplace. He used to spit the fire, and the smoke which comes through from the fire, right? Because of the fire, it comes out through the nose, which looked like a chimney. So then, and realio, trulio, once again the same words are used, wrong spelling or the ancient way. R-E-A-L-I-O, realio means really, R-E-A-L-L-Y, and trulio, T-R-U-L-I-O, it means T-R-U-L-Y, truly, daggers on his toes. And his toes, the description is given, his toes really that they are pointed and sharp like a dagger knife, like a dagger or knife which could cut anything, right? His toes that they are so pointed and sharp which could cut anything like a dagger. Am I clear? So this is what the fearful description is given, frightening of this custard. It means a dragon. But in reality, according to Belinda and other creatures, because they boasted, they think that we are brave, Belinda and other three creatures, except dragon. And the dragon who always looked for the safety in a cage, a meek animal, such a creature is given. But if you look at his physical description, that is really a frightening one, fearful one, right? So now in this way, we have seen these two stanzas, stanza number 2 and stanza number 3. So now I hope that you might have understood the explanation of these two stanzas, right? So we will stop here. Next stanza that we will continue in the next video module. So that's all from me. Thank you and have a nice day.